Hello. I'm Cosmic Jack. Welcome back to my YouTube channel with special guest Marble. If you watched the last video, you met Marble. She loves following me around, and she's given me all of her feminine cat codes of her queendom. So I'm learning so much from her. I want to talk about this full moon in Leo that we have coming February 1st at 13 degrees of Leo. We have all of this Aquarius energy. We have 5 planets in Aquarius with 4 personal planets in Pluto. So you can feel the electromagnetic buzz and energy in the ethers. And I'm getting chills just even as I say that. As we really are creating a new world, and that starts with our bodies and our embodiment. Aquarius and Uranus, its ruler, is about your nervous system. We are electromagnetic beings, and really your frequency is determined by your nervous system and your emotional current that conducts that electricity internally within you. And so with Neptune just exiting Pisces is your subconscious. Your body is subconscious. It's not, I almost just said 95% water. Not true. It's like 75, 70%. Will it shift in the future? We'll see. But, 95% of you operate below the conscious level. And that's really what Neptune is about, because it's very... Neptune and Pisces is very like, where is it? What is it? What's happening? It's a lot of illusion and delusion. And your body holds your patterning, and your body's mostly water. And so in order to really shift and change your reality, it's a shift in internal state. And I've really been drilling this home with so many of my clients. It's like everything that you want outside of you is an internal shift. And we're really seeing that manifest very clearly now. We're seeing how quickly we can manifest things. Like, I'm manifesting on a fucking light speed rate right now, which is kind of fun, but it's really a result of past work that I've done on my nervous system to really embody a different state. And that's why so much of the work I do with clients is around coming back into your body, because as soon as you come back into your body and really come from a grounded, abundant, regulated space within your body, your heart just naturally turns on, it expresses, it explodes. And that really is the key to your magnetism and your attraction power, which is why this full moon is so beautiful, because that really is about balancing your nervous system and your expression. I really specialize really in these 2 areas, your nervous system and opening your heart, because it's the 2 things that really changed the game for me. I work with so many clients who have Leo moons or 5th house moons, because really it's like you can see the glow up from before and after their heart is opened and their heart is closed and their heart is open. It's like you literally look different. You literally glow different. You attract different. You magnetize different. You express differently. And because you're not expressing or behaving from the conditioning of your nervous system anymore. And so when you can come back into your body and really express your light, which is your heart, Leo is the external expression of your heart, then you just literally attraction and business and relationships and everything just comes to you, because it's like everything is just attracted to your electromagnetic pull from your heart. And that's really one of the things that is the most natural part of you, is your expression as a woman. And it's so funny because I'm so many different things are coming through to kind of go into, but really I feel so pulled to learn from horses right now. And I think I talked about in my last video, how my TikTok is just horses. And we're obviously about to enter into the year of the fire horse. The start of the Chinese New Year always happens with the second new moon of the year. And so this year it coincides with this crazy effing eclipse that we have in Aquarius. So get your nervous systems right for that. But it really is about lightning speed, full speed ahead, like a horse, right? Like a horse, when you watch a horse gallop down the beach, like I'm like, that is me. I am a horse just wanting to run wild and run free. And just that feeling that feels so uninhibited, unabashed, carefree, like just wild, like that inner wild animal. I have like such chills as I say that. And that's really what we're liberating. But in order to liberate that, you got to be in your body, because like how, I look back at so many parts of my life and experiences, and I'm like, no part of me experienced that blessing. No part of me experienced that abundance. And it's because I was not in my body and I was not open in my heart. And the fire horse, so it's like fire is passion. Like, how do you expect to feel passion if you're not in your body? How do you expect to experience and feel love if you're not in your body? How do you expect to enjoy the joys and the riches and the fulfillment and happiness if you're not in your body, right? Like, everything that you want to feel comes from you being in your body. And like, I'm convinced no one's in their body. Like, maybe 5% of people are in their bodies. And so you're not really able to squeeze the juice from this earth plane and the things that make life worth living if you're not in your body. And if you think about horses are so present in their bodies. They also have a heart that is like 5 times the electromagnetic field as we do as humans, or something like that. Like, they have a crazy heart space, which is really operates in coherence. So they're always trying to balance and come into coherence from their heart space. Confirmation. And so that's really why they're so magnetic and they're so powerful, and why too, like, women have this really profound connection with horses, because I think that they really attune us to our natural state as a woman. And they also really help us come from a place of like oxytocin and regulation within our bodies. And as women, we're really not meant to of course we can regulate on our own, but we have oxytocin driven nervous systems, which means our nervous systems are wired for connection. And it's quite literally like, when we feel good, we do good. And so it's really, I've been like playing with a lot and like working with my clients around what happens when you prioritize your play and your pleasure first before you go into work, right? Like, go into work mode. And really the last 2 weeks, I have been just literally like every day be like, how do you want to play today? How do you want to play today? How do you want to play today? And it has led me to some really cool places and things and experiences and synchronicities. And, then I come into work, into channel, into my stuff with my clients with experience, with inspiration, with expression. And it comes from a totally different place of energy, right? Like, when I am lit up and I'm in my self-expression and I'm doing the things that my heart is pulling me towards, of course I'm going to show up differently. Of course I'm going to manifest differently. Of course things are going to find me. Like, I'm going to get collided with things because I'm trusting the pull of my heart instead of operating in the matrix world, like with the masculine, the work first, right? Because men have dopamine driven nervous systems. When they work and they do good, then they feel good. And women are the opposite. And so, that's why I'm like, men, you're like, literally life is like set up to cater to you. Like, I don't understand how, I do, but like, it's like, what are we doing here? And operating like a man it's at the cost of our bodies. And so for me, I'm like, really, I focus so much on, the play, the pleasure, the connection, the joy, how I want to feel first. And like, that is always my anchor point, because literally, like, just in the last 2 weeks, so much has happened and come through just because I focus on my internal state and how I want to feel and go play and be inspired. And so much different stuff happens in my life and in my reality because I've made that my priority and my focal point. And then I have all of the energy and the creativity and the vitality and the vibrancy to create all day long on my business. And so it's really kind of flipping that on its head. And, it's so interesting because I love Leo moons. I love Leo energy. I love Everything about Leo energy, honestly, except obviously like there's shadow expressions of it. But to me, it's really the most light and life-giving energy. It's interesting. They're dropping into my head right now to look back to July of last year when we had Mercury retrograde in Leo, and really kind of if things or patterns or like whatever came through around that time of July last year. It was a really kind of profound retrograde for me. It was a lot to do with like relationships. I have a seventh house Leo though, so and they're really showing me to kind of look back to around then and like what insights, what kind of came through. Like that was like definitely like a time to like rebrand yourself with that retrograde. And it's really about how you see yourself. You're like, because Leo is the sun. It is your identity, how you see, view, and value yourself. And we also just had these shifts into Aries, which Aries is really about your identity as well, because it's like your newborn energy. Like it is how you got birthed into this reality. Like when you were a newborn, you didn't have any lack or limitations or conditioning around how you're meant to express your light, which is your heart, right? And your heart is your moon. It's your inner child. It is where your higher self meets. It's where the masculine and the feminine meet. It's like the bridge to the other realms. It is so connected to like your magnetism and your radiance and your joy and really everything that you want to feel and experience on this earth plane comes through connecting to and opening your heart. And it's like you were born in the energy of light, which is love, right? Like you were born as like a whole loving energy, like you're straight from source, like that is coming directly from the light. And it's really just like peeling back all of the conditionings around where it wasn't safe for you to hold your light. And so really when we talk about holding your light, I talk about your capacity, because it's like the capacity to be the wielder of your light, the capacity in the leadership to be a good wielder of your life without shrinking, without settling, without staying small, without hiding, without, withholding yourself because of fears of rejection or projection or judgment. And it's just like really unabashedly like shining bright. And, the world needs your light more than ever. Like we are in such a time of contrast right now. And people seem to not understand that like the best thing to do when the world needs your light is to hold your own light. Like I'm like, if you want to make a difference on your planet, open your fucking heart. But you don't want to do that work because it requires you to confront and face your shadows. So it's a lot easier to just talk shit on the internet and like post a fucking meme to your story. Like not meaning to call like half of the people out. And it's like, no, I'm like doing my work by holding my fucking light. You know what I mean? Like that's how you literally make an impact and a difference in this world, is you literally liberate your heart and you liberate your light and you hold your joy. And that is how we dissolve the contrast. And, we're in this big, like, recalibration. Like, obviously Mother Gaia is like recalibrating. And, it's like you holding your light is like, it literally counterbalances like 55,000 people that are holding dark. So like that is how profound you holding your light is. So if you want to leave a mark and leave an impact on the world, you literally just have to liberate your heart. It's that powerful. And then if your light and your spark literally ignites and inspires other people to also liberate their light and your joy and your happiness. And that can be controversial, I guess, for people, but like that's just how energy works. I fully believe that like literally 98% of the space is dark matter. So 2% holding light. Obviously it lights up our entire universe. The sun lights up that much, right? Like we can just understand that by understanding the energy of the sun. It is a fixed star, right? Like it is always holding light. It is always like, imagine if the sun decided, I'm good. Like I'm just gonna stop shining, right? Like it is fixed fire. Like Earth would just die. Like we would literally cease to exist just so fucking quick without the sun. And so that's why, like, that's literally how important it is for you to just like hold your light. Um, I'm like, now I'm tapping into the drama of Leo, right? Like Leos can be dramatic, but it's like, no, it is that powerful. It is that important for you to see, view, and value yourself clearly and hold your light. And so there's so many illusions that are dropping and fading and like fading away right now. Neptune in Aries is really forcing you to develop a healthy ego and dissolve an unhealthy one. And did I say that right? Neptune in Aries? I think I said Neptune in Leo, but Neptune in Aries is about dissolving and developing your ego. And your people's egos are crazy. Like they are the number one reason why people don't get what they want, because of their stories that they're gung-ho on holding on to. And, you know, it's so interesting because like you can just like have one conversation with the person and like I can just like understand their stories. I'm like, you told me so many stories that you have in your brain just from like this one conversation. And it's like but it's like you're in your own little world, right? And so you're believing these stories that have just been running on autopilot for so long. And it's like you wouldn't even know what to do without that belief. And so it's like tuning in to the version of you who just naturally radiates and holds light. They don't have those stories. They don't have that lack. They don't have those limitations. And so it's connecting to that version of you that is the sun. And the sun has been coming through so freaking hard for me. Like literally the spirit has just been like pummeling me with codes of the sun. like I'm getting sun codes like every single day about how profound and powerful like embodying your light is. And I have like really funny synchronistic stories about it, but like it's just, they're literally like, it is so important for you to hold your light. And the real work the real work is for you to liberate your light and learning how to open your heart when, you know, like people don't like people who are happy and joyful like in this world. Trust me. But it's really like not care, like it's not caring, you know, like it's just so funny how like different I feel like after coming into my body. Like I'm so much more comfortable and confident, like holding my light and shining my heart and like being joyful and just saying what I think, saying how I feel, being like just like, yeah, like this is what I think, this is just what's happening. And just like being silly, like, you know what I mean? Like I used to like wait till like felt safe with someone until I like, you know, like showed them like my weird quirky side or whatever. And now I'm like, no, because I'm safe with myself. And so I'm just like always myself. And that is really like the joy of being in your body. It's like you don't have to like mold yourself to your surroundings anymore, because you can hold your energy no matter what. It's like you're not like, you can be in a room full of people who are in a bad mood and it literally doesn't affect you. It's like you literally cease to be an empath like when you're in your body and you have boundaries. Like I used to be so empathic and I was always attuning to everyone else because I wasn't attuned to myself. And now it's like I'm attuned to myself. And so literally everywhere I go, I'm just like home and there I am and I'm comfortable and I'm confident because I feel safe with myself. And that's really like the real flex of life, honestly. Like I'm like, wow, I'm so good. I'm so glad I get to go through life like this now. It's such a different experience, right? And you move from such a different place when you're like, you move from a place of like being intrinsically motivated and inspired and creative and wanting to self-express, instead of like moving from pressure or urgency or scarcity or lack or pressure, right? Like, or like needing to get something done, or, you know, like insecurity, or like literally like a million things that people are motivated to move from shame, from like literally like gaslighting yourself, from guilt, right? It's like all of that just ceases to exist when you come back into your body and you get to develop a different relationship with yourself. And that, like I said, like your expression just becomes natural to you. You don't have to work to turn your light on. You just get to expand your capacity to hold more light. Confirmation. So, I mean, doing this work literally like compounds, because you literally are just always expanding your capacity to hold more of yourself, to express more of yourself, to have God work through more of you. And then the more that you are like in your body and clear in your channel, the more that you have to give and to serve to other people, which is the whole point. Because Aquarius is really here to drive the collective forward. It is here to make the world a better place. And so when you can really embody the empowered qualities of Leo and Aquarius, because Leo is the giver of light and Aquarius is actually what you receive. And so it's really working with your body to expand your capacity to have, hold, and receive, because if you receive more, you can give more. And that really is a foundation and a recipe for a really fulfilling, rich life, because they say, if you don't believe that money makes you happy, you haven't given enough away. And so I think about like all of the ways on which I can influence and impact people, the more abundant and affluent and, rich I am. And so I'm like, great, let me just do more work to expand my capacity to hold more light, because the more light I have, the more I have to give and the more influence I have. And light workers need to be well endowed in more ways than one, so that we have more to give. And because people who have who live from their hearts and have beautiful hearts, like they're gonna do good things with their money. Like they are going to positively impact the world. And that can look like in more ways than just financially, but like when you are well resourced, like you're always gonna give. And that can be, again, like giving your time, giving your energy, giving like your intellectual property, but it is required that you are resourced to do so. And so again, like resources can come in so many different ways. Like I'm like the queen of manifesting resources. I'm like, whatever I need, I can manifest. Because I know that like everything that everything that I desire is like divinely guided, right? So there is a purpose in me receiving. And so as women, we really got to do this work to come back into our bodies, expand our capacity to receive, because when we are well resourced and we receive more light, we have more to give, and then we can positively impact this planet. So I feel like that's a good stopping point. The energy of Leo and Aquarius is like giving and receiving. So it's really a beautiful energy. And so literally it's about working with your body to expand your capacity to receive more, doing the nervous system work to be able to hold your light, to be able to be a good steward of your light, to anchor in leadership and courage, to really shine your light bold and brave and unabashedly. Leo really is about leadership. Aquarius is really about innovation and progression and where we do things differently. And so it's like really seeing and honoring your own light and like your uniqueness and your weird and what makes you special and one of one. Like I've said this before, I'll say it again. Like your birth chart only repeats every 25,000 years. Like your soul signature is so rare. It is so unique. And so when you can own it and when you can embody it, like literally that is all that's required for you to like literally live on mission and on purpose. And someone asked me recently like what our purpose was on earth. I was like on a date and I was like honestly the answer to that question would probably change every day, but I was like I think our purpose is just to be in our purpose, like to be who we came here to be. And it's really so simple. But it's like no, like literally just be the steward of your own light that God sent you here to be. We really overcomplicate our purpose, because if you are just living to your fullest potential, like you are your highest self, like that's all God wants. Like really. And I see people who are having profound impact in like, I did Tony Robbins' birth chart on TikTok the other day. And I'm like, he's really living out the high octave energy of his birth chart. And he's literally impacted billions of people. He's literally fed billions of people. So, that's really what it is. And he also has beautiful Aquarius Pisces energy. So he's a giver, and he's a fifth house Aquarius, Venus and Mars. So he really is a beautiful personification of like giving from his heart to better society and progress the collective forward. So what can I say? What a beautiful time to be alive. So much has changed. Again, like we can feel this viscerally in our bodies. And the energy is so fast. That's just the nature of Aquarius. That's the nature of Uranus ruled sign. So, it's really so much change is coming in. And it really is about, again, making the internal shifts to see the external shifts, because a miracle is just a shift and change in perspective that comes from A Course in Miracles. So use this Aquarius season to change and shift your perspective, to own your weird, wave your freak flag, come into deeper embodiment of your birth chart, really expand your nervous system so that you can liberate your light. That's really what this full moon in Leo is all about. So I can't love this full moon anymore. I literally was thinking about this. I was like, oh, I wish my baby was born during this. A Leo moon with 5 planets in Aquarius. Like, this would be like my alien baby. But I really like this chart. But we really are in like profound, very karmic times. My like brain, my throat like wouldn't let me say the word time. So much is happening, so much is getting rearranged. You're getting collided with like synchronistic people and timelines and whatever. Like, time is getting really wonky and weird. Uranus really speeds up time, so Aquarius season is always a time that thing goes really fast. So just buckle up. We are in this eclipse season portal. We are in this time of changing of energies, of outer planet shifts, and so it really is just a wild time to be alive. So how can you literally liberate and exude more of your own light, and so that you can be on mission and serve the collective consciousness as Aquarius would have you do. So if you want support with this, definitely book a one-on-one session, get clarity on who you are here to be and what you are here to embody, and then we recalibrate and rebalance your chart so that you can live a life in alignment. You can also jump into my one-on-one container. I love supporting women through that. I have some really special people inside of that. And I have more things to come from me. I'm like figuring out how I want to support everyone in the collective through this crazy time. So sending you all of my love and happy full moon.